I'm so glad you're here because everything you've experienced up to this point has been leading you to this very moment. There's a deeper process unfolding, and you can feel it in your core. It's that sense that all the struggles, the questions, have been guiding you toward a major shift about to unfold in your life. Before we dive in, take one small but powerful step. Like this message, subscribe to the channel, and comment 77. This simple act signals to the universe that you're ready, that you're open, and that you're inviting your breakthroughs to manifest. While it might seem small, moments like these show how even the simplest gestures of alignment can trigger profound change. Stay present. What you're about to hear has the potential to shift your entire perspective and launch you into a new chapter of blessings and unstoppable progress. This is your moment, the one you've been waiting for. It's easy to get caught up in the daily grind, distracted by routines or weighed down by past regrets and future worries. But right now, you have the chance to step into something remarkable. Your transformation is already in motion. The key lies in realizing that this moment holds the power to unlock your highest potential. The world is always changing, and so are you. It's time to stop waiting for the right time and recognize that the best time for change is now. Transformation isn't something that happens overnight. It's not always loud or dramatic. Sometimes it's subtle, a quiet whisper telling you that something bigger is unfolding within you. As you awaken to this power, you'll start noticing the small shifts, your thoughts, feelings, and actions aligning with a deeper sense of purpose. The greatest challenge lies in overcoming the fear of the unknown and embracing the idea that this moment is part of a much larger journey. Realize that the struggles you faced up until now haven't been in vain. They've been shaping you, guiding you toward this point of clarity. Each obstacle, each setback, has equipped you with the strength and wisdom necessary for this next phase. Trust in the timing of your life. Understand that in this very moment, the universe is conspiring in your favor to bring forth your transformation. All you need to do is step into it. Now is the time to claim the power of your transformation. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. These are simply signals that change is on the horizon. Embrace them, lean into them, and use them as fuel for your growth. This moment is not just a stepping stone. It's the foundation for the extraordinary life that lies ahead. Your transformation begins with one bold decision: to be fully present in this moment and trust that everything is unfolding as it should. Have you ever felt a sudden surge of energy, as if something deep within you has shifted? That is the current of change rushing through you, often when you least expect it. There's a strange magic that occurs when we least anticipate it, the kind of power that takes you by surprise and sweeps you off your feet. It's like catching the wind at your back, propelling you forward with ease and grace. This is the awakening to a new current of energy that's always been there, but now it's calling you to harness it. At first, this surge may feel disorienting. You might find yourself questioning the rapid shifts or feeling overwhelmed by the newfound possibilities, but understand that this is the universe pushing you toward growth, offering you the momentum you need to move forward. This power is not meant to be feared. It is a signal that you are in alignment with your higher self, with the very forces of the cosmos that are conspiring to bring you closer to your true purpose. This surge of energy is not just about external success. It's about internal transformation. It calls you to break free from old patterns, limiting beliefs, and the fears that have held you back for so long. It's the nudge you need to take a leap of faith, to trust that the next step is the right one, even if you can't see the full picture yet. As you ride this wave of energy, remember that your true power lies in your ability to trust the process, even when the path seems unclear. Embrace this surge with open arms. Don't resist it. Let it fill you with excitement and anticipation for what's to come. This new current is here to guide you, to help you align with your highest self. It's time to release old fears and doubts, for you are now ready to tap into a force greater than anything you've ever experienced. Welcome the unexpected power, knowing that it is a gift, not a burden. Every life has a pattern, a hidden logic that we may not always be able to see. It's easy to look back on our experiences and feel as though things happened randomly or that we were somehow lost along the way. But what if you could see your life from a higher vantage point, and understand the forces that have been guiding you all along. Life isn't just a series of random events. It's a carefully woven tapestry of moments, each designed to bring you closer to your true purpose. To understand this hidden logic, you must first shift your perspective. Instead of focusing on individual challenges or setbacks, take a step back and look at the bigger picture. What patterns do you see? How have the seemingly unrelated events of your life come together to bring you to this point? As you gain this understanding, you'll begin to notice the subtle signs and synchronicities that have been guiding you all along. The universe is always sending you messages, nudging you in the right direction, but often we're too busy to notice. This hidden logic isn't something you have to figure out with your mind alone. It requires intuition, trust, and patience. You don't need to have all the answers right away. Sometimes the most profound insights come when you stop searching so hard and allow yourself to simply be. Trust that the path you're walking is leading you somewhere meaningful, even if you can't see the destination yet. Every step you take is contributing to the greater story of your life. Understanding the hidden logic of your journey brings a deep sense of peace. It allows you to release the need for control and accept that life unfolds as it's meant to. The universe doesn't make mistakes, and neither do you. Your story is uniquely yours, and everything that has happened has been preparing you for the next chapter. Embrace the logic of your journey, knowing that it is all part of a greater plan, one that is always unfolding in your favor. Obstacles are an inevitable part of life. They often feel like roadblocks holding us back and testing our strength. But what if instead of viewing them as barriers, we saw them as stepping stones? The truth is, obstacles are an integral part of our growth. They challenge us to evolve, to push beyond our comfort zones, and to tap into hidden reserves of strength. The key to overcoming them lies in shifting our perspective. When you change the way you look at obstacles, they stop feeling like obstacles at all. Instead of seeing them as something to overcome, view them as opportunities to expand. The greater the challenge, the greater the growth. It's like the friction that's necessary to sharpen a blade. Without it, we wouldn't become the powerful individuals we're meant to be. When you encounter an obstacle, pause and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How is this experience pushing me closer to my true self? From a higher vantage point, obstacles no longer feel like setbacks. They feel like challenges you were born to face. Life is constantly testing your resilience, asking you to rise above. By shifting your perspective, you step into a place of empowerment where you realize that everything is happening for your benefit. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable now feel like opportunities to prove to yourself how far you've come. The power to shift your perspective lies within you. It's a choice you make every time you encounter a challenge. Will you let fear or frustration dictate your response? Or will you rise above and view the situation with clarity and courage? You are not defined by your obstacles. You are defined by how you respond to them. When you change your perspective, the world around you transforms, and so does your ability to thrive. The journey to becoming the person you're meant to be is not without its challenges. Resistance will come in the form of doubt, fear, or external forces trying to pull you back to your old ways. But know this, the battle for your new destiny is not one you fight alone. It's a battle between your current self and your highest potential. And while the path may feel difficult at times, it is through this struggle that you are forged into the person you are becoming. Resistance is not something to fear. It is something to embrace. It is the universe's way of testing your commitment to your new path. Every time you encounter resistance, it is an opportunity for growth, a chance to prove to yourself that you are strong enough to rise above it. Doubt may creep in, but don't let it sway you. Instead, use it as fuel to keep moving forward. Remember, the greatest achievements in life often come after the hardest struggles. This battle is not about avoiding resistance, but about learning to navigate it with grace and perseverance. It's about understanding that the journey isn't linear and that setbacks are a natural part of the process. What matters is your ability to keep going, even when the road seems unclear. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. The resistance you face is a sign that you are growing, evolving, and moving toward your highest potential as you continue your journey. You'll begin to see the resistance for what it truly is, a necessary part of your evolution. Embrace it with courage and trust in the process. Your new destiny is waiting for you, and every challenge you face is simply a step toward becoming the person you were always meant to be. Keep fighting for your destiny, for it is within your grasp. There are forces at play in your life that you cannot always see or understand, yet they are working tirelessly in the background to create opportunities for your success. These unseen forces, the universe, fate, and divine timing, are always aligning in your favor, guiding you toward your highest good. While it's easy to feel alone or uncertain, the truth is that you are part of a grand interconnected system where every action you take is contributing to a much larger plan. These forces are often invisible, but they are no less real. From the people who enter your life to the seemingly random events that unfold, everything is happening in perfect harmony. When you trust in the flow of life, you begin to notice how everything falls into place. The timing may not always make sense, but when you look back, you'll see that the events were perfectly orchestrated for your success. Sometimes the most unexpected encounters or challenges are exactly what you need to align with your purpose. What seems like a coincidence is often a cosmic nudge. You are being led to exactly where you need to be. This realization can bring you peace, knowing that your efforts are not in vain. The universe has a plan for you, one that is more intricate and beautiful than you could ever imagine. All you have to do is trust that these forces are working in your favor, and when the time is right, everything will come together. Allow yourself to be open to the mystery of life. Trust that, even when you can't see the path ahead, the forces beyond your understanding are guiding you toward your success. Every step you take is part of the unfolding of a greater destiny. You are not alone on this journey, and the universe is on your side, ready to support you in ways you never thought possible. When you experience a surge of power or newfound energy, it's easy to let it go to your head. The excitement and adrenaline can tempt you to take charge with force, pushing others aside to claim your spot. However, true strength comes not from overpowering others, but from knowing when to wield your power with humility and gratitude. This balance is the key to navigating the surge of energy that is currently filling you. Humility doesn't mean holding yourself back or undervaluing your worth. It simply means recognizing that the power within you is not just for your benefit, it's a gift meant to be shared with others. When you use your strength with grace, understanding, and empathy, you create an environment where everyone can rise together. This is the true power, one that uplifts rather than diminishes. Gratitude is another essential element in this process. When you approach your newfound power with appreciation, you attract even more of it into your life. Gratitude shifts your energy from a place of lack to a place of abundance. It grounds you, reminding you that every blessing, every opportunity, and every victory is a part of the larger tapestry of your life. As you navigate the surge of power within you, take a moment each day to reflect on your journey and express gratitude. The more you appreciate your gifts and the people around you, the more they will grow. Harness this power with humility, and you'll find that it serves not only you, but everyone whose path crosses yours. Change is never easy. It's a process that brings friction, discomfort, and sometimes even pain. The transition from who you were to who you are becoming can feel like a tug of war with the past, desperately trying to hold on while the future pulls you forward. Yet this friction is a necessary part of the transformation. It's what fuels the growth you're craving. But is it worth the cost? When we stand at the crossroads of change, the road ahead can seem unclear. We are often forced to let go of old habits, relationships, and ways of thinking that no longer serve us. This process can feel like we're losing parts of ourselves. However, the truth is that these losses are not setbacks, but opportunities to shed what's no longer necessary for your evolution. Every part of you that's let go of is making space for something new and better. The cost of change may feel high at times, but the rewards are invaluable. Imagine who you will become after the friction has settled, after the dust has cleared. You'll be stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true self. The transformation you're experiencing now will be the foundation for everything that comes next. The discomfort you're facing today is a small price to pay for the powerful future you are stepping into. So when change seems painful and the path ahead uncertain, Remind yourself that it is all worth it. The friction you feel is simply a sign that growth is occurring. Trust that the cost of change is minimal compared to the extraordinary transformation waiting for you on the other side. Too often, we let our past define who we are today. We carry with us the labels, expectations, and limitations that were placed upon us by others or by ourselves at different points in our lives. But what if you could rewrite your story? What if you could become the author of your own destiny, creating a narrative that aligns with your highest potential and deepest desires? Rewriting your story requires a shift in mindset. It's about acknowledging the past but not allowing it to control your future. Your experiences have shaped you, yes, but they do not define you. You are not a prisoner of your history. You are the architect of your future. The power to change your narrative lies in your hands. Each day you are writing the next chapter of your life, and you have the ability to change the direction of the plot at any time. In order to rewrite your story, you must first let go of the limiting beliefs and fears that have kept you stuck. You are not the mistakes you've made, nor are you defined by the obstacles you've faced. You are a work in progress, constantly evolving, learning, and growing. The beauty of being the writer of your own story is that you can choose who you want to become. Every moment is an opportunity to create a new version of yourself, one that aligns with your soul's deepest desires. As you take control of your narrative, remember that it's never too late to change your story. You can start right now with the choices you make today. Every decision you make moves you closer to the life you are meant to live. Take up your pen, embrace your power, and start writing the story of your life. Your destiny is yours to create. The past can often feel like a heavy weight, holding us back from moving forward. The mistakes, regrets, and wounds we carry with us can feel like handcuffs, restricting our potential and keeping us trapped in old patterns. But what if you could turn the key in those handcuffs and unlock the wisdom hidden within your history? The past doesn't have to be a burden. It can be the very thing that propels you toward your future. Every experience you've had, no matter how painful or difficult, has contributed to your growth. The key lies in how you choose to interpret and use these experiences. Rather than allowing them to define you, you can choose to see them as valuable lessons. The mistakes you've made are not failures but stepping stones, each one guiding you toward greater wisdom and self-awareness. The pain you've endured has given you the resilience to face the future with courage. By embracing your past, you can unlock its power. The key to your success lies in understanding that everything you've been through has prepared you for the person you are becoming. When you stop running from your history and start learning from it, you turn it into a tool of empowerment. Your past no longer has to be something that holds you back. It can be the driving force that propels you forward. Unlocking the past isn't about forgetting or dismissing your experiences. It's about recognizing that the wisdom you've gained from those moments can guide you toward a brighter future. Take that key, turn it, and let the lessons of your past lead you toward the life you were always meant to live. Forgiveness is not just an act of kindness toward others, it's a vital step in your own healing process. When we hold on to grudges, anger, or resentment, we chain ourselves to the past, preventing ourselves from moving forward. It's easy to think that forgiveness is about excusing someone else's behavior, but in reality, it's about releasing the burden from your own heart. The act of forgiveness is not for the other person, it is for you so you can experience the freedom to grow and embrace your future. Releasing the past is one of the most transformative acts of self-love you can offer yourself. Every moment you hold on to hurt is another moment you give away your power. By forgiving, you reclaim that power, freeing yourself from the weight of old wounds. It's a process that may take time, but the relief and emotional liberation you'll experience will be worth every effort. Letting go of the past doesn't mean you condone the wrongs done to you. It simply means you're choosing not to let them define your future. The release of old pain also makes space for new experiences to enter your life. As you forgive and move forward, you open yourself to the present moment, allowing life to unfold as it was always meant to. Holding on to old grievances only clouds your vision of what lies ahead. By embracing forgiveness, you're telling the universe that you're ready for something new, something better, something that aligns with your higher purpose. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. It doesn't just heal the wounds of the past, It propels you into a future filled with endless possibilities. When you let go of the chains that bind you, you free yourself to live the life you deserve. It's time to forgive, to release, and to embrace the beautiful future that awaits you. Trust in this process and know that the peace and joy you seek are just beyond the door you're unlocking. In a world that constantly celebrates hustle and hard work, it's easy to forget that true success comes from alignment, not effort. Hard work alone doesn't guarantee fulfillment. It's the alignment of your actions with your deeper purpose that creates lasting success. When you find your true north, the path becomes clear, and what once felt like an uphill battle begins to flow with ease. It's not about pushing harder, but about moving in harmony with your inner self and the universe. Finding your true north means tuning into your soul's calling, the desires and passions that make you come alive. When you align your actions with these deeper yearnings, you'll feel an undeniable sense of purpose, energy, and satisfaction. This alignment shifts your perspective from striving and struggling to simply being in the flow of life. You don't have to work harder. You have to work smarter, with intention, focus, and clarity. The universe is already guiding you. You just need to listen. The journey to finding your true north often requires stillness and reflection. It's about reconnecting with the parts of you that are sometimes drowned out by the noise of daily life. It's easy to get lost in the demands of others or the expectations placed upon you, but when you pause and listen to your inner voice, you'll find that your true north has always been there, patiently waiting for you to discover it. Once you find your true north, life becomes less about struggle and more about purpose. You'll begin to notice how everything falls into place effortlessly. Success becomes a natural byproduct of living in alignment with your soul. It's not about working yourself to exhaustion. It's about finding peace in the journey and trusting that, with alignment, everything you need will be provided. Live your life aligned and watch as the world responds with abundance. Life isn't something that can be forced into a timeline. It's a dance, a flow, a rhythm that moves at its own pace. Universal timing is the recognition that everything happens when it's meant to, not a moment sooner or later. It's easy to become impatient, especially when we're so focused on our goals and the life we envision. But by moving in harmony with the universe's timing, we align ourselves with the flow of life and open ourselves to the opportunities it provides. Universal timing isn't about waiting passively for things to happen. It's about trusting the process. It's understanding that each stage of your journey serves a purpose, and that every experience, whether good or bad, is leading you to where you need to be. The right people, the right circumstances, and the right opportunities will arrive at exactly the right moment. Your job is to remain open, patient, and aware so that you can recognize and seize these moments when they come. When you trust in universal timing, you release the pressure of hurrying toward your goals. You stop fighting the flow and instead begin to work in partnership with the universe. This doesn't mean you stop striving or taking action, but it means that you recognize that sometimes things need to unfold on their own. You may not be able to force things to happen, but you can always position yourself to receive what is meant for you when the time is right. By embracing the flow of life, you stop resisting the natural rhythms that guide your journey. When you stop trying to control everything, life opens up in ways you could never have imagined. The opportunities you've been waiting for will come to you at the perfect time. Trust the timing of your life, and you'll find that everything falls into place effortlessly. Fear and doubt are powerful emotions that can often hold us back from reaching our potential. They whisper to us that we're not good enough, that we'll fail, or that we don't deserve success. But what if you could use these emotions not as obstacles, but as tools for growth? Fear and doubt can be incredibly valuable. They're signals from within, highlighting areas of growth and transformation. Instead of letting them paralyze you, you can choose to use them as fuel for your personal growth. When you feel fear or doubt, it's a sign that you're on the edge of something new. These emotions are not here to stop you. They are here to push you further, to challenge you to step beyond your comfort zone. Fear signals growth, and doubt signals that you are pushing your limits. When you embrace these feelings, rather than resisting them, you take away their power to control you. Instead of letting them hold you back, you allow them to propel you forward. By using fear and doubt as fuel, you transform them from negative forces into powerful motivators. The more you face the things that scare you, the more confident you'll become. Each time you step into the unknown, you build courage and resilience. Fear loses its grip on you when you stop seeing it as an enemy and start viewing it as a friend, guiding you toward your next level of growth. The next time fear or doubt arises, don't run from it. Lean into it. Ask yourself what it's teaching you and how you can use it to become a better version of yourself. With every step you take, you will notice that fear and doubt become less intimidating. In fact, you will begin to see them as the allies they truly are, helping you become the person you were always meant to be. At the threshold of change, fear often stands in your way, blocking your path to greatness. It's the moment when you're on the verge of something new, something that requires you to step into the unknown. Fear has a way of making the unknown seem much scarier than it actually is. It whispers that you're not ready, that you'll fail, or that you're not enough. But beyond that threshold lies your greatest strength, waiting to be unlocked. Fear's true purpose is not to stop you, but to test your commitment to growth. It's the universe's way of asking if you're ready to move beyond the familiar and into the realm of possibility. When you embrace the unknown, you're not just taking a leap of faith, you're opening yourself up to limitless potential. The discomfort you feel at the threshold is the precursor to extraordinary transformation. It's the fire that forges your strength, resilience, and courage. When you face your fear and step into the unknown, you'll realize that fear is not as powerful as you thought. It's a natural part of the journey, but it doesn't define the outcome. The only way to discover what lies beyond is to walk through it. And when you do, you'll find that you emerge stronger, wiser, and more equipped to handle whatever challenges come your way. Embracing fear at the threshold doesn't mean that you won't experience discomfort or uncertainty. It simply means that you trust yourself enough to take the next step. The unknown is not a place of danger, it's a place of endless possibilities. Step through the threshold of fear, and on the other side, you'll find a strength you never knew you had. So often, we hide parts of ourselves to fit into societal expectations, to please others, or to avoid judgment. But embracing your authentic self takes a certain kind of courage. It means standing tall, unapologetically owning who you are, and releasing the fear of being misunderstood. Your true self is the most powerful version of you, and the moment you decide to embrace that, everything in your life begins to shift. It's easy to get caught up in the roles others expect us to play, whether as a friend, a partner, or a professional. But when you wear a mask for too long, you lose sight of the person you were meant to be. True freedom comes from letting go of the need for external validation and allowing yourself to shine as you are. When you step into your authenticity, you free others to do the same. It creates a ripple effect that encourages those around you to embrace their own truth. Living authentically requires vulnerability. It's about showing up as you are, with all of your imperfections, strengths, and quirks. It's an invitation to be fully human, to allow your heart and soul to express themselves freely. The more you step into your authentic self, the more magnetic your energy becomes. You stop living for approval and start living for your own peace and fulfillment. When you commit to embracing your authentic self, you begin to attract opportunities and people who resonate with the real you. No longer forced to pretend, you create space for genuine connections. The world is waiting for the real you to step into the light, and when you do, you'll find that your life becomes richer, more meaningful, and filled with purpose. We often try to control every aspect of our lives, our careers, relationships, and personal growth. But the more we try to force things to happen on our timeline, the more resistance we create. True peace comes when we trust the process, when we surrender to the flow of life. The universe has its own rhythm, and when we align ourselves with it, everything begins to unfold with grace and ease. Trusting the process doesn't mean passivity. It means doing your part while accepting that there are larger forces at work that guide your path. Sometimes things happen that are beyond our comprehension, but it's in those moments that we must trust that they are happening for our highest good. The process may be slow or uncertain, but every step brings us closer to the outcome we are meant to experience. The resistance we feel when we try to control every detail of our lives is often a sign that we are not trusting the journey. We become impatient and frustrated, And the more we push, the further we seem to move from our goals. But when we surrender, when we let go of the outcome, we free ourselves from the burden of constant striving. We allow life to carry us where we need to go, and in doing so, we often end up in places more amazing than we ever imagined. When you trust the process, you release the need to have everything figured out. Instead of trying to control your destiny, you become open to the infinite possibilities life has to offer. Trusting the flow of life gives you the courage to step into uncertainty, knowing that whatever happens, you are exactly where you need to be. The journey is not about the destination. It's about the trust and surrender that guide you along the way. In a world that values quick results and immediate gratification, patience often feels like a rare virtue. Yet patience is a profound power, a skill that, when mastered, can lead to extraordinary outcomes. It's in the quiet moments of waiting, when you least expect it, that everything you've worked towards starts to come together. The universe rewards those who are willing to wait for the right moment, for the time when everything aligns perfectly. Patience teaches us the art of trust. It's about believing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even when it feels like nothing is happening. It's in those moments of stillness and silence that we prepare ourselves for the next step. The patience you cultivate today will become the strength you rely on tomorrow. Trusting in timing, rather than rushing to make things happen, allows you to move with greater purpose and clarity. Often, the most beautiful opportunities arise after a period of waiting. Think of a seed planted in the soil. It takes time for it to grow. But with each passing day, the roots are strengthening. The branches are stretching toward the sky. Your efforts are similar. They are growing, even if you can't see the results yet. Patience doesn't mean inactivity. It means understanding that growth happens in its own time, and when the moment arrives, you will be ready. As you cultivate patience, remember that the right moment will come, and when it does, you'll be ready to act with precision and confidence. Don't rush the process. Trust in the timing of life, and know that your patience is a gift that will ultimately pay off in ways you never expected. The right moment will arrive, and it will be worth every second you waited. Letting go can be one of the most difficult things to do, especially when we've invested so much time, energy, and emotion into something. Whether it's a toxic relationship, a job that no longer aligns with our passions, or old beliefs that keep us stuck. The process of letting go can be both liberating and painful. Yet it's only when we release what no longer serves us that we make space for something greater to enter our lives. The art of letting go is about recognizing that holding on to something that no longer aligns with your growth only hinders your progress. It's about having the courage to release the attachments that keep you bound to the past. By letting go, you free yourself from the emotional weight of carrying things that hold you back. It's not about forgetting, it's about acknowledging that the time has come to move forward with grace. When you let go, you are not abandoning your dreams, desires, or passions. You are simply clearing the path for them to manifest in a way that aligns more fully with who you are now. The things you release make room for the things you've been waiting for. The more you practice letting go, the easier it becomes, and soon you'll realize how much lighter you feel, both emotionally and mentally. Letting go is an act of self-love. It's about creating the space for your future to unfold in ways you couldn't have imagined. As you release what no longer serves you, you create a life that is more in tune with your true desires. Trust that the universe will provide you with what you need when the time is right. And as you let go, you'll find yourself moving forward with more purpose, joy, and freedom. Life is filled with challenges that test our resilience, courage, and strength. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the obstacles that seem insurmountable, but hidden within you is an immense inner strength, an unshakable force that, when tapped into, can carry you through even the toughest times. Reclaiming your inner strength means reconnecting with the power that lies dormant within you and using it to rise above whatever life throws your way. Your inner strength isn't something you have to search for. It's always been within you. It's that quiet voice that whispers to you when you want to give up, encouraging you to keep going. It's the determination you feel when you push through pain, the resilience you display when faced with adversity. To reclaim your inner strength, you need to believe in your own ability to rise, no matter how many times you've fallen before. Rising above life's challenges is not about avoiding difficulties. It's about confronting them with courage, knowing that you have the strength to overcome. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to strengthen that inner resilience. The more you rise above the obstacles in your life, the more you will discover how truly powerful you are. It's in your moments of greatest struggle that your true strength shines brightest. Reclaim your inner strength by reminding yourself that you are capable of overcoming anything. Trust in your ability to face challenges head on and know that each obstacle is merely a stepping stone toward your growth. The strength you seek is already within you. All you have to do is tap into it and let it guide you to greater heights. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness in a world that values strength and stoicism. However, true strength lies in the courage to be vulnerable. Being open about your feelings, your struggles, and your imperfections is not a sign of weakness. It's a powerful declaration of authenticity. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you free yourself from the shackles of fear and shame, opening the door to deeper connections and personal growth. In vulnerability, there is immense freedom. It's the act of showing up as you truly are, without masks or pretense. By embracing vulnerability, you invite others to do the same, creating a space for genuine, meaningful relationships. Vulnerability breaks down walls, whether they are between you and others or between you and your own emotions. It encourages a deeper understanding of yourself and those around you, and it fosters compassion and empathy. It's often the fear of rejection, judgment, or failure that keeps us from being vulnerable. But the truth is, when you open yourself up, you allow for the possibility of connection, love, and support. When you embrace your vulnerability, you empower yourself to live more fully. You stop hiding behind fear and instead live in the authenticity of who you are, embracing every part of your journey, no matter how messy or imperfect it may seem. Remember, vulnerability is not about exposing yourself to harm. It's about choosing courage over fear. It's the willingness to be seen, heard, and understood for who you truly are. When you embrace vulnerability, you will discover a depth of connection, strength, and resilience you never thought possible. It's not a weakness. It's the most powerful tool you have for personal growth and authentic living. Sometimes life throws us curveballs and we're forced to start over. It could be a career change, the end of a relationship, or a personal reinvention. While starting over may feel daunting, it's also one of the most beautiful opportunities you'll encounter. It's a chance to shed old layers and rediscover who you are at your core. Starting over isn't a setback. It's a fresh chapter filled with infinite possibilities. New beginnings often come with uncertainty, and that's okay. Uncertainty is a sign that you are stepping into the unknown, into a space where growth happens. Rather than fearing the unknown, see it as an invitation to embrace new experiences, people, and perspectives. A new beginning means you have the chance to create the life you've always dreamed of, free from the constraints of your past. Starting over is a powerful act of self-love. It's a conscious decision to let go of what no longer serves you and to make space for something better. Whether it's letting go of limiting beliefs, unhealthy habits, or toxic relationships, every new beginning is an opportunity to create a life that is more aligned with your authentic self. It's a rebirth, and with each rebirth comes a deeper sense of clarity and purpose. When you embrace new beginnings, you shift your perspective. You realize that change isn't something to fear, but something to celebrate. The unknown is filled with limitless potential, new lessons, new opportunities, and new experiences. Starting over isn't about forgetting the past. It's about honoring it and using it to propel you toward a brighter, more fulfilling future. Life doesn't always go as planned. We face setbacks, disappointments, and challenges that can shake our confidence. But resilience, the ability to bounce back after adversity, is one of the most important qualities you can cultivate. It's not about avoiding hardships, it's about how you rise in the face of them. Every setback is an opportunity to strengthen your resolve and build a deeper, more unshakable foundation for your future. Resilience is built through experiences, particularly the difficult ones. When you face adversity, you learn how to adapt, adjust, and overcome. With each challenge you face, you become more resourceful and more confident in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about finding the courage to continue moving forward, no matter the obstacles in your path. In moments of struggle, resilience is the quiet voice inside you that says, I will get through this. It's that unbreakable inner strength that refuses to give up, even when the road is tough. Resilient individuals see challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones toward greater wisdom and strength. Each time they overcome a difficulty, they become even more capable and ready to take on the next challenge. Remember, resilience is not something you're born with. It's a muscle that grows stronger the more you use it. By developing resilience, you shift from a mindset of defeat to one of empowerment. The more challenges you face, the more powerful you become. The key is to keep going, knowing that each experience strengthens you for the future. In a world that often celebrates perfection, it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that you must always strive for flawlessness. However, the pursuit of perfection is exhausting, and it can lead to feelings of inadequacy, frustration, and self-doubt. The truth is, imperfection is not something to be ashamed of. It's what makes us human. Embracing imperfection is the key to living a full, joyful life, free from the constant pressure to be perfect. Perfectionism often stems from a fear of judgment or failure, but the reality is that perfection is subjective. What is considered perfect to one person may not hold the same value to someone else. By releasing the need to be perfect, you give yourself permission to show up as your true self, flaws and all. It's in those imperfections that your true beauty shines through, whether it's in your creativity, your relationships, or the way you approach life. Embracing imperfection means accepting that it's enough just as you are. It's about letting go of the unrealistic standards you've set for yourself and celebrating your unique journey. Life is not about being flawless. It's about learning, growing, and becoming the best version of yourself through your experiences. When you stop striving for perfection, you free yourself to enjoy the process and appreciate the beauty in every step of your journey. The beauty of imperfection lies in its authenticity. When you embrace your flaws, you stop hiding behind a facade and start living in the truth of who you are. And when you do, you'll discover that the world around you opens up in new and unexpected ways. Perfection is an illusion. Imperfection is where the magic truly happens. Self-belief is the cornerstone of all success. Without it, you cannot realize your dreams, overcome obstacles, or tap into your full potential. To believe in yourself is to trust that you possess the strength, resilience, and ability to achieve anything you set out to do. It's the unwavering confidence that, no matter what challenges arise, you will succeed. Your true potential is unlocked by the power of believing in yourself. Self-doubt is a natural part of life, but it can hold you back if you let it. When you let doubt control you, you limit your potential and miss chances to grow. Believing in yourself doesn't mean you're free from fear or uncertainty. It means choosing to act in spite of them. When you trust your abilities, you empower yourself to create the life you want. Building self-belief is a continuous practice. It's about celebrating every victory, no matter how small, and recognizing the progress you've made. It's reminding yourself that you are capable of greatness, even when the road ahead seems unclear. The more you trust yourself, the more you'll see evidence of your potential unfolding. Self-belief isn't a one-time choice. It's a daily commitment to honoring your worth and your abilities. When you believe in yourself, you become unstoppable. You start to view challenges as opportunities and setbacks as lessons, not failures. With self-belief, there are no limits to what you can accomplish. Trust in your potential, take bold steps forward, and watch as your world shifts into the life you've always envisioned. When faced with challenges, we often turn against ourselves. We criticize, blame, and become our own harshest critics,